Welcome to another episode of Game On. I am your host Slash Raptor, and we have just made some significant progress in the game of Paper Mario. We're going to push this button, which is going to make that staircase lower. And do you remember early on in this dungeon? Right at the very beginning, we walked past a raised block, and on top of that there was a crack, and that's when I mentioned that we needed somebody who could explode. Well, that's what that staircase is going to link up with ultimately, I think. Let's use the power block now, I guess. Refund! See, now I get money for it. Badoof! That'll kill those two. But it won't get rid of the Koopas. Blowing up bombs in the field does not damage the ones around them because they're all on the same side, so you can't hurt them with other enemies. It doesn't really matter though, because we can kill them with anything they throw at us. Hearts. Okay, so now we're gonna go this way. Switch to Ballette. We're getting near the end of this dungeon now, so blow this up, and I'll show you a neat little graphical glitch here. Notice how the crack on the wall is gone on this end, but it's still there on this end. You can see it sitting right there, but there's nothing there. It's a big hole. See, look. You see that black stuff on Mario? There's a big crack still left on the wall. That'll stay there forever. So now we have our key that we saw them put trap in the very first minutes of this dungeon. And we can go this way and raise this, which we also saw in our very first walkthrough. And those are the last two Koopas I think we'll fight here. If you don't count the Koopa Bros, that is. You made the first strike. Do 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 do. You made the first strike. You made the first strike. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be singing there, but it doesn't make any sense. That's one of the trickier action commands, because even though you watch the bar fill up, it's still really hard to know exactly when that light is going to go up. But that's the only one of her attacks that isn't based on just pressing A really, really fast, so 4 star points. I should be able to get another level before we fight the Koopa Bros, because I think after this there's this big moving walkway thing, or this big, I don't know what they're called, but those big arches or bridges that are like part of the castle still. We have to walk across one of those, and there's a whole bunch of cannons on them. And they give out a pretty large amount of star points when you defeat them, so usually right before you fight the Koopa Bros, you should get one last level, and that's very useful. And this next level will be into BP, which will double our current amount from 3 to 6. And up here, there is the Smash Charge badge, which you can use, and it will raise the damage of your hammer attacks by like 1 or 2 for 1 turn, I think, or something to that effect. It's not really that useful, but if you know how to strategize with it, it can be a bit of a help, I guess. It's a bit of a turn waster, I think. The Super Jump Charge and Super Hammer Charge are much more useful because they raise your attack by like 3, but they still last only 1 turn. I recommend just using Power Plus badges. Or better up, you can use a P up, D down, and then find something that'll cancel out the D down from that, and then you can use another Power Plus badge or something. I'll tell you all about this in good time. Well, 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 Mario. I wouldn't have bet you'd make it this far. Don't get smug, pal. You just caught us off guard. Trust me, we'll mop the floor with you if we get serious. We're as cool as they come. They're cooler than the flip side of the pillar. Yeah, boys! Open fire! Boom! Bombette can also be used to break large rocks. You can tell that it's not a block. Mario's hammer can only break blocks. And it can push buttons and things too. I guess first we should use the maple syrup we just got. And bring ourselves back up to full FP. And next, I guess we'll use the super shrimp. Which should be more than enough to get us across this walkway, but I just gotta figure out who I'm gonna use. I guess we're gonna use Bombette for it, because she can do maybe 1 damage to it. These bullet bills here have decent defense, so... Oh, that was pro. Did you see that? Not a scratch on me. Maybe I should have kept with Goombario, because now I can use Tattle on these cannons, and he'll tell us about them. Bill Blaster, attack power, none, because they don't attack you directly, they send little missiles to do it. HP 4, defense power 1. Yeah, so that means that Goombario is useless, because he only does 1 damage with every attack, and so is Mario, actually. So yeah, let's change the member to Cooper, because he's the only one that can attack everything right now, and have him use his Power Shell. After this battle, I'll be amazed if I don't get a level. I don't think I did that action command properly. I should have gotten more than that. Power Shell. There, that's what I wanted. I knew it should have done damage. There you go. One down, 2 to go. I'm already at 10, so I should easily get a level from this. And we'll have that a fresh level right in time to fight the Koopa Bros, who I think are very fun to fight, because they're an interesting boss. No, that won't help us. Gotta have some honey syrup. Can't do anything about it, because Mario's attacks do 1 each, with the exception of his hammer. We need to get them down to 1, so we're gonna keep doing this. And now we should be able to finish him off and get the level up. Yeah, see there, whole 20, so now I've got 4 left. Don't expect that you'll level up as many times as I did in this first chapter. Obviously I leveled up a lot more because this is like the first basic chapter, and they need you to get caught up. Usually you can get at least like one. You'll always get at least 1 level in a chapter, and that'll have your major your major points. Like you'll get your 2 and 3, and then any enemies that you get 3 for will give you 2 after that level up, and then anything that give you 2 will give you 1, and then it usually stays with everything at around 1 until you beat the chapter. And then if you go back into the same chapter you just beat, then it stays in, you don't get much from it. But that's about it for this particular episode of Game On. So stay tuned for the next episode of Game On, where we will be attacking down the Koopa Bros after... God, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 videos so far. Yeah. So 14 videos and we're still just at the first boss. Wow. Anyway, yeah, okay, stay tuned for the next episode. Bye-bye!